Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's stream. We're back to hopefully finish the path. I'm going to try to push through and get the path done. We're so close to the end that I think we can do it. We can get it done. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and pray just to get us started so we can get working and get this done in record time. So without further ado, please bow your heads. Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for letting me be able to stream. Just pray that everything goes well and smoothly and that I'll be able to glorify you. In Jesus' name, amen. Alright. So, let's do this thing. Let's do this thing. We're gonna speed run getting this done as quickly as we can. Right? We already need more core start. Hopefully, we won't need any more core start. We have several more shulker boxes. I don't think we're going to be worried about course dirt. So without further ado, let's start placing blocks. It's about to be nighttime. That's fine. Yes, sir. Alright, so we need to basically let me go to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like right there. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, perfect. Let's do that. Yep. Sleep immediately. Need to sleep. We will not. I don't think I'm going to be doing any of the Warriors of the Mind stuff anymore. I am very tired right now. Just going to preface it as well. So I may actually do this stream mostly silently because I am very tired and I don't really know how much talking I want to do. We never know. Sometimes we just go crazy. Other times, not as much. Don't know what time this is. But I feel kind of talkative right now. We be chilling. We be doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. You know, actually, here's something interesting. Here's something fun. I'm gonna plop that guy right there and do a little bit of this action. Do a little bit of that action. Boom. Alright. Let's see. Let's get rid of you. You're kind of in the way. I think you're in the way a little. Okay. We can get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Okay. Cool. That should be all of that gone. Good. We like that when that's gone. Okay, so we want to be at this level. Okay, that's really good to know. Really good to know. The terrain right there is really weird. I think we can get this done. I think we can finish the path in time. Honestly, if anything, I think I'm gonna go straight this way, and I'm gonna go up right there. So let's go this way. So I want to go up like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think we're gonna put 5 right there. Okay, just to make sure I don't forget. This goes that way. Hello, good sir. Get that to my face, please, and thank you. Gracias, senor. Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna go up this way. I think, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Get the frick out of here. Go. Leave. Get out. We're gonna die, bro. Okay. And then I'm thinking straight shots. So go. Okay. Okay. Honestly, I'm thinking use the railing a little bit. Okay. I think for the most part, it's I need to get rid of this tree. Now we're getting into jungle wood, guys. New wood unlocked. I wonder how much jungle wood we're gonna get from this, actually, now that I think about it. So yeah, yesterday at work, crazy story, alright? By far the angriest customer I think I've ever seen. I luckily was not the one that had to deal with said customer, but yeah. So let me tell you what happened, just because this was kind of interesting. Right, so she's on the register, right? She's doing her thing. She's doing her thingy. All fine. Everything's fine. And then her register gets paused. And Kelly goes over to get that fixed. And she goes and gets that fixed, and then all of a sudden this lady just starts is getting visibly frustrated by this, because we told her, we're like, you're gonna have to basically re-ring everything up because the register froze. It didn't work. Now froze is in quotation marks. Basically somebody watched her doing something she probably wasn't supposed to, or at least suspected that she was doing something that she should not have been doing, but most likely was seen, because that's typically how they do. We have people that are in charge of that. It's a perfectly diagonal path, and that's fine. It's a perfectly straight diagonal path. Anyways, so that happens, right? And then she ends up deciding she's not going to shop at our Walmart, so she storms out. But then she storms back in because apparently I think her kids, she had like 2 toddlers, or their kids were also holding a couple items when she had stormed out, and didn't want to be accused of stealing, even though it's possible we had caught her literally doing that exact thing. But yeah. And so she came in, and then she was swearing all up, and she was swearing at the one associate that helped her, being like, you're not black, you're white, and blah, 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 and knock your teeth out. I was like, dang, bro. Swearing up the wazoo, too. It was crazy. So that was fun. Dude, it's a great way to start the morning, you know what I'm saying? Great way to start the morning, I'm like, alright, well. That was fun. So that was yesterday's morning. That's so, yep, that was cool. There's another, I was, also that day, I was working a register. Actually, let me do it this side first, because this is the closer side. I may actually want to go the other way, because now I need to move over that way. I had a guy that was non-American. I know I just moved in, but I'm actually going to move out. And so I had finished doing it, doing his order. We used cash, so I think we can maybe go down one. So he had used cash, so I was giving him back his change. And normally I make a fist and then hand back their change. So that's what I did with this guy. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep. Shake up a few layers there. Not a problem. So yeah, so I made the fist. You know, I go fist towards him, you know, so I could drop the money in his palm. And then bro just fist bumps me. And I'm like, yep, that was kind of funny. That was funny. Just completely did not realize, and then I like had to, you know, turn my hand around, show him that I was giving him his change, not going for the fist bump. And yeah, it was a funny interaction. He saw the change, was like, oh, that's what was going on. Why do I have this here? This layer entirely does not need to be here at all. There we go. Perfect. Okay. It's a little bit straighter than I thought I was going to be, because I needed to plan that out a little bit better. But you know what? It's here. It's done. It is what it is. That means this layer also don't really need to be here as greatly. So you can just remove a lot of that. You know what I mean? Do a little bit of this action, do a little bit of that action, do a little bit. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. So I want to go. Where do I want to go? That's the question. Yeah, I think honestly turning this way, going in here, and then basically almost like swooping towards this a little bit, like going here. Maybe staying along the bank's edge, then going up, right around this corner here, like going, and then going basically diagonally here. And honestly, I think going diagonally here, going up here, going like, honestly going up to this, and then across this to here, and then wrapping it around this hole. And then going straight, and then basically following the river, this whole outside river, just follow the river the whole time. Yeah, the entire way. I think that's what I want to do. So we've got that there. So I want to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. Cool beans, Batman. We can do this. We can do this. Can I? Yes, I can. Wonderful. We like that. Very good. Yes. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. We like that. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be good. Need to sleep. My inventory is full of junk. I think we can easily get this done in 2 hours. And then I have made a decision. This does not need to be here. That's not the decision. That's not the decision. The decision is I think I'm going to stop live streaming. I think that's the smartest decision. There will be times where I will do other live streams here and there. Like, I think special occasions we'll do live streams. But honestly, like, I think I'm going to be doing a build battle with Denalid in the game, right? I'm going to make a video out of it instead. And I want to focus on making more videos than live streams. I want to get back into live streaming. Don't get me wrong. I want to get back into live streaming. But right now, it's a little bit difficult for me at the size of my channel, is making it a little bit difficult to truly want to live stream more often. So I think it is better for me to focus more on video making rather than live streaming, since live streaming is not the most successful form of my content. So that's plan. This won't really affect much. It'll actually hopefully benefit me more because I want to be able to give more time to video making. Because one of the issues in this path building stream is a great example of this problem that I have. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that I tend to push projects to live streams and then decide that I can only work on that project if I'm live streaming it. That, my friends, is why projects take so long to complete. Because I decide it can only be completed if I live stream it. And then I limit myself to live streaming for progress, and I don't actually do any progress. And I'm like, you know what? If I just, if I need to pull this out. Honestly, I'll do another one of those. How about that? How about them beans? And I'm not gonna lie with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could probably get so much more done if I just, like, okay. If I just, like, took the time to do it. And, like, actually made videos. I could maybe get them out on time if I didn't live stream. So that's where that's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop live streaming. This is hopefully going to be the last live stream I do for a hot minute. Is my plan. Okay. So actually, what I want to do with this is, I think I don't mind that. I actually want to have it go a little bit more this way. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah. So when it says it's the last stream, it does not only include yeah, so it does not only include I don't even remember what I was last saying, if I'm being honest with you. Completely lost my train of thought. Gone. Anyways, so yeah, that's the new status update. We're going to stop live streaming to focus more time on actually getting projects done. Maybe, as I said, if I do end up, like, live streaming a certain day, that's probably going to be an exception. I mean, like, projects like these that are, like, grind projects, I'm going to not do. We'll do other live stream content, like Craft Mine. If J-Dog and I do that again, I'll probably live stream it. But, I don't know. I may also just not make content on Craft Mine. I like hanging out with J-Dog. I just didn't find that that playing very fun, if I'm being honest. But it's not very interesting. So I don't exactly have a great desire to try it again. I don't know. I am gonna need a little bit more slabbage, though. I'm almost out. So that should hopefully hold us over for long enough. Yeah. I will. Okay. I need to keep this a secret. So I'm gonna give you a nugget. I have big plans for Warriors of the Mind and what's going to be the next steps for it. That includes that it's not actually going to be on this channel anymore as one of those steps. That's the nugget. Okay? That's the nugget. So, do with that as you will. I'm actually going to put it away, because I probably won't be using that anymore. Hey, horsey. Don't mind me, just going to fill that in. Okay, so how are we doing this again? We are going to go to there. So we stay up. This honestly makes a perfect little area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. To do that, we're definitely going to need to remove this tree right here. And this bush. The bush might not actually need to go, but we'll get rid of it anyways. And this tree right here needs to go as well. So yeah, cool beans. That's all of that gone. Yeah. Though another thing to talk about, by the minute, still not doing amazingly, and I'm just like, I can't decide whether or not I want to continue making by the minute episodes, you know what I mean? Because, like, it's one of those things where, like, maybe it's just the beginnings of the series is not going to be popular, but once the series grows in name, then it might actually start to gain popularity when you get, like, episode, like 500 or something, and people are like, whoa, this guy's been doing this for a long time. And that's really what brings interest, especially, like, the longer we go in the series, the more stuff we do. Sorry if I'm bugging you, but yo, I whipped up some sick art for a streamer. Want to prep it? No, I do not. I'm not in need of art right now. Unless it's fan art and free. If it's for the price of free, then maybe. But that's my budget right now. It's not even monetary budget, it is letters. It is the letters F-R-E-E, and no, not algebraic either. Anyways, up and over this mini hill here. I'm gonna go wonk wonk. Wonk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I appreciate you being blunt and straight to the point, you know what I mean? A lot of the other people beat around the bush. You know, this is one of the reasons why I'm going to stop live streaming. Because it's like you get all, your only talkers and viewers are people who want to make art for you for money. And like, it's fair, it's, yeah, you gotta make a living somehow. Honestly, I think the best way to get into somebody's ranks is make fan art for them. And hope that they like it so much that they want you to do actual art for them. But the problem with fan art is, obviously, it doesn't pay the bills. So yeah, we're doing stuff. But okay. We're gonna get rid of this tree. All that good stuff. Down, drop a Discord. I am not down, so I will not be dropping any of those, and I do not have Instagram to drop anyways. Bonk. I wonder if the artist droppers even have like audio on there when they do their drops, or if they just like start blabbing without audio and then dip. Like they literally just send in their stuff, they say their 2 cents, and then they just leave. Alright, let's see, how do I want to do this? I actually think we're gonna use this bush as an example. Yes. Now we can get rid of the bush. Not President Bush, don't worry. We already got rid of him. Just kidding. That's a joke. It's a joke. Just to be clear, that is a joke. I did not assassinate Bush. Actually, wait, was Bush assassinated? Who? I know Lincoln was assassinated. Who else? Was Bush assassinated? I have no idea, man. Alright. Do all this, break all these. Close. Maybe we'll even do this in less than an hour, who knows? I think I'm gonna honestly make this the last stream regardless of whether or not I finish this. I'm expecting to, but who knows? Might not. I might get burnt out before then. That's like the other reason. I get burnt out when I live stream, like, it gets too tiring to do this. And I'm like, I'm not, honestly, since I'm not a talkative person, it's very hard for me to talk. Because I just have nothing to say. I literally just, I got nothing, no topics, nada. Oh, man. The problem is, too many of my conversations and topics are just the fact that I don't got topics or don't got views. And ain't nobody want to watch that. Trust me. Making the best decision. I gotta clear my inventory real quick. After this. We'll refill on Forester. I don't think we need to move our horse though. We can leave it there until we get to the next big area. We should be good. And this is for episode 14. And then next episode, episode 15, I think I want to, what I want to do for that stream, okay, let's do a little bit of a refresher here, or not that stream, that, video. Oh my gosh, got another one full of dirt. Oh my gosh. And we got another one clear. You know, maybe we will run out of chorus dirt. I don't know. Crazier things have happened. Okay, now we gotta go. Now we gotta start going up. Now we gotta go up. I went up. Bump, 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 bump. And then I do want to go like this. We don't want to do that, nope. Because I want to start going this way. One, two, three, four, five, six. That wasn't right. Pickaxe. Sorry. When you're so exhausted and tired from work. Alright, so we're gonna just basically follow down this way. I think. Yeah. Ooh, chili for dinner. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I have decided that I'm gonna do that. The funny thing is speaking about the Warriors of the Mind thing, I actually am gonna need art for that. But I'm gonna use AI to make it, because I can't afford an artist. And I doubt they'd be willing to do it for free, so... Unless I knew them, like, personally, and then they would have to have enough time. And then I'd have to kind of work around their schedules. And that's gonna complicate things. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. How's the Pathin? Pathin's going well. We're almost done. We literally have this much left. So you're gonna bring the path up and around, kind of go follow this like hillish area, then go down, and then go kind of straight through this area to the river, and then follow the river's edge for the vast majority of this, wrap around, and then kind of just slowly bring it to probably right around here. The funny thing is I've torn away a lot of sand here, so I may actually bring it closer to this side, but this is in the way, so I think having it go to here would be better for the harbor. Don't worry, the harbor will not be in this episode because, man, I'm bad at boats. I'm a terrible boat builder. Definitely my weak point in building is boats. Just a little bit. I mean, it is considering we started here and built all of this, and all we have is just a little bit. Just a little bit. We're almost done. I'm so excited. It is a lot, but it's a little when you've done a lot. Someone once said that someone is me. As a long path. Yep. It's meant to technically be a path all the way to spawn, but there's a giant ocean in the way, so we're just doing it to the ocean, which should hopefully make things a little bit easier. Just a little bit easier. Then eventually I want to build a harbor right down there. But as mentioned previously, where are we even going? We should probably go down. Yeah. It'd be my life's work, practically. Just one singular path. Woo, bye-bye. We're just kind of in that, like, mental grind where we just kind of gotta get it done. Okay. The bamboo will be both easy and hard to traverse, because the bamboo will fill up my inventory, but it's easy to break. So this is where I kind of want to make a hard turn. Kind of go like pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. shovel is getting dangerously low, which is slightly concerning, but only slightly. How do I always seem to make these, like, perfect diagonal paths? Like, it's just, it's a straight-on diagonal path, and then it, like, I try to make it wonky, and it just looks bad. So we're just not gonna bother. We're gonna embrace the diagonal. Look at that. How did I do that? Oh well. Oh well. I'm excited for the bridges in the town. Dude, that's gonna be fun to make. Yeah, this path is actually only like a very small portion of the video. Basically, we're building this path, and then we're gonna say, alright guys, we built a path. Now let's build bridges. I'm gonna make cinematic time-lapse of me building bridges. Then it's gonna be building the town. Probably more cinematic time-lapse for me building the town. Because why not? Can't have that many cinematic time lapses. Alright, let's see here. So I actually think I want to bring the path here and have it just go straight across here. And then follow the river just the whole way. Just follow the whole river across that part. All the way. Like the one and only path that actually... Louise, ferns. Ferns are annoying. One, two, three, four, five, six. But my shovel is getting dangerously low. But I guess at this point we don't need any more forest dirt, so I can just use my other shovel. I'm not going to go all the way back home just to repair a shovel. And I'm not going to do that. We're going to pop it out. I'm sorry, it just looked bad. It just looked bad. Let's get rid of you. Gonna have to get rid of you faster, because I need to put the next part of the path right here. Go away, bush. Go away. There's a lot of bush assassination today. Alright. So close. I can almost taste the salt from here. I'm excited to build the bridges, though. I am very excited to build the bridges. Because bridge building, probably a strong suit of mine. I think I can build some pretty good bridges. In terms of, like, structurally speaking, pretty good at bridging. Relationships, though, building bridges, we need to work on that one. I definitely need a little bit of work on that one. I think I burn more than I build, unfortunately, and half the time I don't even know why they're burning. Yeah. Struggle with Minecraft. I built a bridge in my single-player world. It looks amazing. I absolutely love... I love the way that bridge looks. I love the way it came out. Alright, melons! Dude, these melons are giving me flashbacks to craft mine. Like, seriously. I'm like, no, not the melons. Gotta survive off the melons because we couldn't find food from craft mine. That was last stream, by the way. Well, technically I streamed twice that day. So, understandably, if you get confused. Understandable. Alright, how do I want to do this? So I want to go... like Duck, duck. Duck, duck. Maybe I'll take it on a little tour on what was supposed to be my Forever Worlds, in, like, my personal world, basically. Oh, this needs to go away. We need to assess the feather bush. Thank you. Right, it was supposed to be... Oh, I ran out of chorus dirt. Don't worry, we have more. I just ran out of this batch. Alright, we can move everything over. Oh my gosh, we're quite far away. But yeah, and then I just don't play in it very often. This world is, I think, actually nearly almost the longest world I've actually ever had. I honestly find that a little sad, if I'm being honest with you. The reason I find it a little sad is just because, like, you know, with how much I play Minecraft, you'd think I'd have longer worlds, but for whatever reason, I have a hard time getting into the Forever World. The longest world I've ever had was, longest world I've ever had, oh wait, I need to move my setup. That's right, I need my setup. Was 1,440 days, and then that world got corrupted, and so it was really weird. Logged into the world was completely reset, but I had all of my tools and everything in my ender chest. Everything on my person was still there, but all of the actual, like, building and all of that work was just gone. So that world was done for. And then this world is the second longest world I've ever had. Sitting at 12,000 and almost 12,030 days, because we're about to sleep. So, yeah. Ah, the regions got kicked. Yep. And then I started a new world, which is my current long-term survival world. And I just don't play in it very often. And then I had my hardcore live streamed world, which I died in. Then I started What About Survival, which was my live streamed long-term world, which I had recently stopped playing in because I literally I kept track of the days. Then I decided to make the background. I might run out of those, but that's fine. I decided to make the backgrounds of, like, my panorama in Minecraft, that world, which I made a giant mistake by actually being in the live stream world. Instead of making a copy of the worlds to get those screenshots, I just went into the world itself, and, you know, I had commands and cheats on so I could do things like this. And I changed the day settings, I froze the time so I could get the screenshots nice, and I didn't realize that when you change the time in Minecraft, it actually resets your days to 0. So literally, I was like, day 517, that stream, and then I decided that, like, you know, a few days later, I made the panorama, and I reset the days in that world to 0. So the progress is all still there, just the day count itself is reduced to 0. Which is really unfortunate. And ever since then, I have... Dude, that was a memory and a half right there. I'm pretty sure that was an old horse hole right there. That was an old horse hole I used to have. That's funny. Anyways, so yeah, and ever since I did that, I have yet to play in that world again. I have not played in What About Survival forever. And I probably won't, honestly. That's a series I'm willing to let die. Because I'd rather have this series. And then I started the YouTube survival world, which is this. A little bit extra. To be my long-term survival world. And so far, It's actually one of my longest YouTube series. I don't think the hours reset, but I can't remember. But yeah, if we go into statistics, I don't know what it's called. You go, look at this. So we have time with world open, 13.06 days. So that's how much time we've actually played. And then time played, 11.95 days. And time since last death, 11.95 days. We have yet to die in this world. We have officially survived longer in this world than we did our hardcore world. We died. We splatted on the ground because I came in a little too hot. I thought I cooled my speed down, but apparently I didn't. And curse splatty. Alright, so... yeah. Alright, this is where things get complicated. Because we're now going to stay according to the... we're going to stay according to the river. Completely follow the river. So actually, I think I'm going to clear my inventory and run through and clear the pathway first. And then we'll start putting things down. Actually, let me bring this through here. I think I actually want to do that first. Get out of my way, bush. Should I have the path directly on the water, or like actually, you know, I answered that question for myself. I want to have it a little bit away from the water, but every time it moves to the side, I want to move the path to the side. So the path is essentially aligning with the... this is as far as we'll go. Nope, that's not the right block. Okay, so a few things we're gonna do. We're gonna retire this guy. Alright, we're gonna dig out everything here. We're gonna retire this guy, because I actually kind of want this podzol. If I'm being honest, I don't have enough podzol. Podzol is useful, what can I say? I actually think... cut in a little too soon. So we're gonna do that. Beautiful. Cool. Now let's get rid of this a little bit. I would imagine the hours don't reset, though. Because it's not... I don't think the hours and the days are necessarily linked yet. So you can retire that. But I could be wrong. Alright. Whoa, I did not mean to do that. I was trying to eat food. So now we go. I mean, I'll take the bamboo. Alright. It is going to get a little difficult around here, because, like, I don't know if I want to bend the path so it actually goes straight to there and just blocks, like, goes over top of this. Or if I want it to kind of go straight and bend slightly. And then go down. Yay. Alright. I actually feel like for this case, I kind of want the pathway to continue with like this general diagonal and just like slope this way and go to like here. So I'm gonna do that. We're just gonna slowly go this way. I have to get rid of the giant trees because they're now in the way. That's fine. Oh yeah, I think my bow being upgraded was something I did. Was that last? No, that was last stream. Or not stream, video. My last video was upgrading my bow. I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Also, very useful to know that there is a azalea tree right here. I think I'm going to leave it in there because I don't think it's going to be in the way at all. Hi, bub. Nope. Get rid of my seeds, though. Funnily enough. A very convenient thing to do. Do I have armor trims? I have one. I have Coast on my helmet. I have a few other ones, but I'm just not a huge fan of the way they look. So I haven't put them on my armor at all. They're not really my vibe, you know what I mean? So I haven't committed to any other ones. Oh, I don't think I was supposed to get rid of that one. But I do like Coast on the top of the head. I think that one looks kind of nice. For the helmet. So I have the Spire, I have Ward, I have Ribs, I think. I can't really remember the names of them all, if I'm being honest. I think I've closed it up. Okay, thank goodness I closed it up at the top, because I was just kind of deleting it all. I was just like, I don't know where it is. Okay, these are all going away. I like them, I just haven't used them on my armor yet. There's a skeleton right there. Get out of here. Look at that. What a snipe that was, bro. That was actually kind of crazy. Oh. Let me get rid of that. No. I do eventually want to have all of the trims so that I can actually like see which ones I do like. Have those for armor. But right now I don't know what all of them are that I can even get. I don't know. Do I want to do this in sections, like, remove as I go, or do I want to remove everything? Because that's... basically, I want to go here, follow along. Then I think I'm going to go a little bit more up in here. I think I should stop following the river. Right here, like, continuing along the river's edge. Then right here, go up to here, then go down again to there, and then go in here. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of things to think about here. I'm thinking of continuing straight. I think I do actually like that a little bit better. And then when we get to like that top portion where like it dips down and it goes back up immediately, I think for that I'm going to just keep the pathway up and then it'll go back down rather than it dipping for whatever random reason, you know what I mean? I think that'll look a little bit better. Well, if I ever need jungle wood for something, we got tons of this stuff. Yeah, this is not too bad. Not too shabby at all. Though I don't know what I use jungle wood for. I mean, I guess if I wanted to make a hobbit hole, I need a jungle wood for that. So it can come handy, but it's not exactly, like, I need a lot of jungle wood, but honestly, I'm kind of a hoarder. I like to have stuff because you never know when you're going to use it. Not as much in real life. Like, there's a little bit of it there. I definitely can sense that there's, like, a little bit of that hoarder nature to me because I do like stuff. But I don't think I'm as crazy as, like, TV show hoarder, where, like, I keep everything. Like, I know when to throw things out. Maybe papers I would keep more often, because I am, like, what if I do use that? But I also am not the kind of person that keeps receipts at all, because I don't need them. But, like, documentation, I feel like it's less of me wanting to hoard it, and more of me, like, alright, I need to save this in case, you know, the government comes back and audits me, you know what I mean? So I'll just, like, save this, put it to the side, and then I just kind of forget that I put it there. But, like, if I see it in, like, 10 years, I'm like, oh, I don't need that anymore. I just need to keep it 7 years back. So I feel like it'll be fine. I need to clear my inventory. No. Jeez. Alright, so let me just grab some shulker boxes. Actually, let me just grab one of those, and then a shulker box. That's full. I'm just gonna count that as full. I only have 2 shulker boxes left. I have a shulker farm, so you don't really have to worry about actually, like, shulker boxes. It's just how many do I have made right now. I think you're a hoarder. My storage is overfilled, though. You think you're a hoarder? That is true. I have more storage space than I actually am currently using right now in my base. I find that funny. Because I have, like, an entire wall of chests that are, like, barely being used. And then I made a bulk storage system. Because I had a lot of one item. And not of I didn't have a variety. And, like, when I make my actual storage system, I want to have a variety storage system, not like one of every item, keep them sorted. For bulk, I'll do that, but not for every other item. I do like organization. I do like to be organized, I will say. It is definitely a strong suit of mine. I don't know why I'm not climbing the vines and going all the way to the top to get these, but there's just something about mining it this way that's kind of nice. I do have a mod installed that's actually supposed to make a deep slate insta-mineable, but it also makes wood insta-mineable with haste 3, and I find it quite lovely. Yeah, I see it. I see that there. Beautiful. Beautiful. And hang on. Because I mean, honestly, I feel like you could not be a hoarder, but still be disorganized. And therefore, like, have just a lot of stuff. Because I'm very organized, but I think I'm a hoarder. Because I keep all of the stuff. I think it's mining with haste 3 is vanilla. How do you get... Oh, sorry. I meant haste 2. I forgot it only went up to 2. Sorry. Haste 2. I can insta-mine deep slate with haste 2 and wood. The wood was an unexpected surprise. When I originally got the mod, I only did it for the deep slate, and that was actually because at the time, going back to that world that got corrupted, I was digging out a map. So, like, the entire surface area of the map, I dug out that chunk, and in order to make it a little bit better, I got that mod to help with that. So I could insta-mine the deep slate. Yeah, organize and hoarding are separate things. Indeed. Because I keep everything, but I keep it all organized. But I feel like typically, I honestly, yeah, you're right. I don't think I don't think I've ever met somebody who's hoarding, who's organized. So maybe I'm not as bad off as I think I am. I don't know. I think it's really just a pet peeve of not wanting to see this. But like, I like keeping the resources. Because when I need stone for large builds, it's nice to have that stone on hand rather than, you know, like, yeah, the World Eaters are great, but then you don't have that stone the next time you need to build like a dwarven build. But then again, like, I'm very much a builder, so I like keeping blocks because I know I'll build with them later. And I don't, like, building isn't necessarily your Minecraft play style. At least, like, I don't think it is. I'm not trying to be insulting or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, you're not necessarily a builder, so you don't think in terms of, like, oh, you're a farmer. You like redstone farms and building farms and doing crazy stuff that way and, like, technological advancements. I think that's more your style. Whereas I'm definitely more buildy and, you know, fantastic kind of, like, fantasy stuff. Like, that's more my style. So I'm definitely in the boat of, like, I want to keep everything because I might build with it later. Whereas you're like, I need to clear this space because this space needs to be cleared without really thinking about, oh, I need blocks for that. Which is honestly really interesting to see, like, everyone's different playstyle. Because, like, you have DocM77, who's definitely the same as you. Where it's like, alright, I need space cleared. So he clears the space. So he literally builds a World Eater and clears the entire space. Because he needs it for, you know, a purpose. But he's not exactly thinking about building. So it's very interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah. The other thing, I just like the stats. Like, I like having high stats. I think it's really cool. When, like, you can flex, and you're like, oh yeah, I have millions of stone. My favorite live streamer, Linksy, he's definitely a stats guy. And, you know, he's like, he's got a million stone mines, a million netherrack mines. And it's like, those are the kinds of things that are really impressive, and I think that set Worlds apart. It's like, okay, yeah, but you did it all by hand. I think that's always really cool. But if you do World Eaters, then you might be building much larger projects that require that kind of stuff. It's all pretty cool. What are you using World Eaters for right now? Like, what's your next project? Or are you just like, if you had to dig a hole, you'd use a World Eater? Or are you planning on using a World Eater? Where? I think we're gonna come in here. I think we're gonna come, like, right here. And we gotta go up this way. I'm working on setting up one and going to clear out spawn. Ooh, nice. I don't know what I'm going to do for my spawn yet. It's in a mesa. So, like, I could go the titular Wild Western style kind of, you know, build for spawn. But I don't know. I'm not a Western guy. I've never gotten into Westerns, or, like, it doesn't appeal to me at all. So, like, I don't think I'd want to do a Western for spawn. So I'm like, I don't know what I want to do project-wise for spawn. There's, like, so many things I could do. I could completely overhaul. Like, I could terraform the entire area, build something new, kind of like Linksy's making a Masa. But then there's that. Like, I know a guy that's doing something like that, and I don't want to accidentally feel like I'm just, like, nabbing his idea doing something like that. Let's think honestly. Where are we? Oh my gosh. Right here. Okay, I think have it go up. Going across to about where those melons are. Diagonally to the melons. So let's just try to make it diagonally to the melons. There was a panda back there, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of opportunity when it comes to I don't know, spawn is always one of those things where like you want to do something big for spawn. Because it's spawn, right? So like, and theoretically, like, you die, you're going to go to spawn, so you want something cool every single time you go back to spawn. At least I do. But I just don't know what that is. Then, now here's a cool idea. I've always been intrigued at doing a build where you actually take something out of its natural habitat. So, like, what if I did something that's typically associated with snowy and built it in somewhere that's very hot? But adjusting everything so that way it fits lore-wise and story-wise that this would be the way that it is. But, like, for example, what if I did Vikings in a mesa? Like, not, you know, Vikings are almost always associated with cold areas and cold regions. So doing something Viking-related for a mesa would be very interesting, but very difficult to pull off. And I don't know if my building skills can quite own up to that and do that. So, like, that's the other problem. Is like, there's one thing talking about it, the other thing is actually doing it. For me, it's the lag. Having cleared out spawn chunks give you an extra 5 to 6 MSPT. Do not know what MSPT stands for. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm just gonna trust your word for it and assume that's good. Because I really don't know. There I go. I think we can maybe start bringing the pathway here. Milliseconds per tick. Oh, gotcha. Right, because the spawn chunks are always loaded, right? Kind of, sort of. I think that it's changed a little bit on how it works exactly. Okay, we've just run out of space, so we can... I don't want to get rid of that. No. So much of this. Now, I don't know if I want to make that all into bamboo blocks. Because I don't know if I want bamboo blocks out of this. Because I could use it for scaffolding as well. Or just bamboo. Like, I could use it as a foliage decoration. There's a lot of things I can do with bamboo, and I don't know which one I want exactly. I will say the only issue with Silk Touch in this case is that instead of getting always dirt, you're now getting so many more resources, so it takes up more slots. They're always loaded, but lowered the size recently. Oh, okay. So it got smaller. Gotcha. Yeah, I once tried building an iron farm in my spawn chunks for one of my worlds. So it was the hardcore world, actually. Because my spawn, I ended up living, like, right next to spawn, and the iron farm just did not work. Like, it worked when you were there, but you had to be there in order to load it. And I was like, well, that defeats the purpose. You know, you build it in spawn chunks, so it's always loaded. But I don't think I'd actually want to do an always loaded farm, if I'm being honest. I'd rather build, like, an Omega farm that, like, you just go there for, like, 5 minutes and it's good. But this is a YouTube world, so I can AFK. So, you know, there's also that. I think it wasn't the railroad one where like you put it in a cart and it goes around in circles. It wasn't like that. It was, I think it was one of those where like the zombie might always be visible. I think it's because it dealt more with the AI of the villagers and zombie more than it dealt with like redstone ticks and carts moving. So because of that, like I needed to load it to get that to go. And I think that's why it didn't work nearly as well. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. That's another shulker box filled. Alright, do we clear more right now? Or do we bring the path to this location? Because that's quite a lot of area. Oh. It's a good thing there's actually vines, I'm not gonna lie. Though, you know what's amazing? My PC, dude. Like, normally, the jungle, like, my frames probably would have just tanked right there. Cool. Okay. But because of my PC, it's not doing that. Which is kind of an epic gamer move. Alright, so we could bring the path from there. I think I actually need to make this a little bit larger, pull this side out a little bit more. I think that's what's missing from that. Right, so then we have this side. So I'm not gonna lie, I kind of am thinking going here, breaking all of this. This is the area where, like, it drops off here. We actually just keep it up a level and go, like, down 2 to get to this layer. Take that out, go straight, and then go down into the side. Kind of going around this, wrap around it, go down until, like, about here. But keep pressing the wrong buttons. Okay, let me go back into this. We could take. Yeah, let me take it. Let me take it away. Let me mine it away. Let's do that. Let's do that. Because I know still where it's going. Oh my gosh, this tree is so big. Oh, it's been an hour and 18 minutes. Oh. Don't know about that 2-hour mark thing, but, you know. It's fine. Isn't that cool? We don't really need to worry about those, but we do need to worry about these, because we're going to basically go straight across here. So. Cocoa beans. This tree is in my way, and I don't like the fact that this tree, all the way over here, just has to be in my way. Oh. Oh. I don't really care about the oak that much, if I'm being honest. Is this also a big tree, or is this just, it just goes up? it just goes up. Okay, I think this is good. Maybe. You know, I might actually end the path right here. Like, bring it to here, because I think with all of this space right here, I think building a giant, like, almost city right here, like a big old town, a harbor town. Like, have this giant front portion be a big old harbor, right? And then have this portion be the town. And then, of course, it goes all the way to spawn, which is right about here, right there. That'd be kind of cool. But, like, stopping it here. Alright, the question now is... yeah, I think this tree right here is in the way. Oh, my elbow. My elbow be hurting. Aha. That's probably how I missed the last one, because it was tucked away. And of course, like, if there's more stuff that's in the way, we can get rid of it. Like, you know what I mean? We just need a general area that we can go off of, you know what I mean? Ooh, woo, woo, woo. Calm down. Now let's start bringing that pathway up here. I'm actually going to make some more slabs, because I think we'll need them. I think we're going to need them. I don't really look forward to dropping everything off. Oh, that's not how that was supposed to go. I don't think bamboo acts as wood there, but... oh, really? Okay, let me... oh, there is another one in there. That should be everything there. Or so I hope. Alright, well, that's another one of those gone. That's all of our shulker boxes right there. So, currently have none of ready and available. But hopefully, we can bring this path all the way over. Holy, and we'll be done. Oh, I really don't have any more. I honestly thought I had there. Alright, well. That's fine. That's fine, I guess. I hate it when that happens. It's so annoying. Alright. We'll just have to wait until we use up all the coarse dirt, and we get a shulker box that way. I think wherever this path ends up, wherever we end this path, I think I'm just gonna say that that's where this ends. Like, I'm not gonna, like, say we're gonna do one little bit more. I think wherever we decide that this is gonna end, this ends. Whether we run out of resources, run out of room, whatever it is. That's it. And then we need to record a clip of us. We won't do that on stream. I'm too tired to record. At least a good recording of myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how it became 7, but you know. So now we bring it. That wasn't supposed to happen. I was trying to eat. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Nope. I hope this all works out. I have no idea. Then we can get rid of this. Cool. This got closer to this side than I thought it was going to. It wasn't meant to be this close. Oops, that's not the right part. That's fine. That's fine. I think that's fine. Leave it be. It's gonna be wonky. I wanted it to be a much nicer thing. I should have started on the other side and started moving it over. I keep making that mistake where I start on the side. That's a lot harder to tell how the inside's going to be. But it's fine. It's fine. Boom. Yay, I have a new junk box. Because we are also... Oh, wait. Ooh, sweet. I still have 2 more of those done. We didn't use... right, we won't have any more dirt, actually. Won't be having any more dirt, so I'm just gonna do... Let me just do grass instead. Oh, my elbow. Oh, that's a straight on. Hey, yeah. You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I'm starting to care less and less about the way the path looks because I'm so close to being done. I want it to be done. It needs to be done. So much coarse dirt. Almost 16 shulker boxes of coarse dirt. Crazy. All for one clip. That's it. All for me just saying, alright, path. We now have a path. Why? Why did I need a path? I didn't. Oh well. We made path. Dang it, I watched too much Fwhip. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, we're starting to get significant more lag. I think all of those vines are now breaking. It's a little bit better. Okay. Large section right here. It's very good. Their ASMR. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So close. Guys, so close. Or do I care even less now? We're so close to the project being done. Let's just do it. I don't care anymore. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. A lot of times I've accidentally done that. Ooh. I can actually get rid of all this. Bring our caravan up. By the way, it takes 10 minutes to go from up here to down there. Just in case you were curious. It takes a long time. And that's by horse, Flying, it takes a little bit of time, but by horse, it's about a 10-minute horse ride. Is that okay? We have one more box in there. One more box of coarse dirt, though I don't think we'll actually need it. Which is good. That is very good. Also, for those of you on Twitch, I will not be raiding tonight because I don't really see the point. This is our last stream. Period. actually level. There's the water. So we can either bring it to the water or just end the path right here. Even though it's a little ways away from the water. Honestly, I think I'm actually going to end the path here. Because I want to build a town right here. As I said, I want to build a harbor town. Like, you come in from this side, the town's actually going to be like this whole splotch right here. I'm going to come in from this side. This whole water's edge, like from this side all the way to here, giant harbor. We're going to probably delete this to make room for all the boats. And have boats coming in and going and all the ones docked. And then have a giant town here. But I think that's the path. That's the path. Done. I'm calling it done. We have a decent amount of forest dirt left. Some spruce left as well. Woo! Put spruce slabs, dirt, podstone. Oh yeah. Alright. This is still not gone. Hold. Where is it? That's right. Alright guys, the next time you see me on this horse, it is going to be in an episode. That's going to do it for today. Last stream until I get enough, until I become basically famous on YouTube. I need enough viewer base on YouTube to transfer that to here. But for now, this is the last grind stream. If we stream again, it's going to be under special occasions. But for the most part, this is the end. Bye!